Ride the wave of heated battles with a World of Tanks Plus subscription in Update 1.20.1 and enjoy tons of epic bonuses, including a Gold Reserve, free equipment demounting, automatic crew training, an additional slot to exclude a map, and the main component for good battles and earning credits, the Tier VIII Premium TS-54 tank. Let's get into it. This heavy American tank is good at math and knows very well that 2 is always better than 1. Unless we're talking about the number of SPGs in a battle. Yes, the tank has a double-barreled gun. And they're not just the brute clubs the 703 has. They're a bit more subtle in this case. The accuracy, aiming time, and stabilization are definitely not Soviet. Firing from a distance and aiming at weak spots isn't hard, and the penetration is enough to fight against vehicles 1 tier higher. But it feels like they didn't put enough alpha damage in it. 280 HP of damage per shot doesn't sound great for a Tier VIII heavy. However, the left gun always has its right platoon mate. Together, they can dish out 560 HP of damage, and this is a third of the durability of any Tier VIII heavy tank. This isn't just a number to flaunt. Salvo preparation time and the reload speed of both guns allow you to cause huge damage almost on a permanent basis. Just make sure to target a bigger weak spot so that you can squeeze in a few new holes. If an opponent decides to take revenge for the damage you've caused, you'll be able to strike back in just 10 seconds after the salvo, and then you can challenge them to a duel. When firing in the cyclic mode, your damage per minute will be enough to outshoot almost all Tier VIII heavy tanks one-on-one. That's how the TS-54 fires. It shoots often, and it sometimes hits very hard. Plus, the damage is good. The more you cause, the more credits you earn in a battle. And not only credits. The Gold Reserve works just like the Credit Reserve and allows you to accumulate gold. It can hold a maximum of 500 gold. Gold is credited for playing in the vehicles from Tier 4 through Tier 10 in all modes except for training modes and some festive events. The amount of gold depends on the outcome of the battle, as well as on your place on your team in the post-battle statistics. Once per week, the Gold Reserve will open, and all accumulated gold will be credited to your account. After that, the entire process starts over. Now let's get back to our pop-eyed friend, who hasn't gotten far, by the way. And not because it doesn't want to, it's because of its engine. The tank accelerates and rolls like a typical heavy. You need to select a direction at the start of battle and push it to the end. This nuance makes it obvious that the tank is allergic to big open maps. And there are plenty of those in the game. The good news is that you can reduce their number with the help of a World of Tanks Plus subscription. World of Tanks Premium account currently allows you to exclude 2 maps. A World of Tanks Plus subscription will expand this opportunity, allowing for the exclusion of 1 additional map. That's 3 in total. But whichever map you're on, whichever direction you choose, there will always be an opponent in your way. Time to measure the armor. The upper glacis can withstand hits from Tier VIII tanks, but only at medium range. Its sides are purely American. You can side-scrape with them at a sharp angle, but don't get too bold. Just turn it a bit more and you'll be short of hit points and a track. If it's necessary to block a shot from behind a corner, use the lower glacis. Yes, you heard that right. There's nothing supernatural about it. Just turn your front and bait the enemy for a shot without showing the front wheel. Tread a fine line and keep your tracks safe. Thanks to its frontal turret, the TS-54 can easily withstand hits from higher-tier tanks, and it does so especially well on irregular terrain. -8 degrees of gun depression entice you to occupy some uneven spot and methodically dismantle your opponents. However, there are still weak spots in the turret, its small cupola and ears. The key word here is small. Hitting them, even at close range, is quite hard. especially when your enemy is waving their gun around, searching for the target. You'll see it and just go into dancer mode without the music. So as you can see, the TS-54 won't let you get bored, and if your opponent gets bored while looking at you, they might have to look for a cheap workshop. The TS, however, only needs a workshop to get dressed up before battle. Improved hardening in the roll slot and turbocharger will be key for efficiency. In the third slot, you can mount the equipment item of your choosing. It should be noted that if you want to demount a required equipment item from another vehicle, you can do it for free with the help of a World of Tanks Plus subscription. You can demount standard, bounty, and experimental equipment of upgrade level 1 for free, and as many times as you want. The exceptions are improved equipment that you can demount only for bonds, and experimental equipment of upgrade level 2 and 3, which will still require components for demounting. Apart from equipment, the crew is also very important, and you can assign an already trained crew from any American vehicle to the TS-54. Yes, even from artillery. There will be no penalty. For now, this is the only tank with such a feature, and with a subscription, you can train your crew even faster. World of Tanks Plus allows you to earn crew XP even when you're not in the game. All you need to do is select the tank and apply the bonus. The XP will be credited automatically while the subscription is active. Only one bonus per one vehicle can be activated at a time, but you can switch the bonus between vehicles as many times as desired. The World of Tanks Plus subscription unlocks new and interesting opportunities before you. Earn gold as easily as you earn credits. Exclude one more map. Move equipment from one vehicle to another for free as many times as you want. Train your crew even when you're not in the game. And crush your opponents in a new double-barreled heavy tank. Check out the article about the subscription conditions on our website. The link is in the description.